The Great Escape. After facing Aurangzeb with unshakable courage, dimly lit, the sound of heavy chains echoes in the grand fortress where Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is held under strict Mughal watch. Every corridor is filled with armed guards, and every move is being monitored. Aurangzeb believes Shivaji is trapped forever, but he underestimates the mind of a true warrior. Shivaji is held in a heavily guarded mansion in Agra. Shivaji Maharaj must now outsmart the Mughal Empire and escape from Agra. Mughal guard, mocking to his fellow soldier. They say Shivaji is a tiger, but a tiger in a cage is just a helpless beast. Shivaji, calmly with a knowing smile. A tiger is never trapped, my friend. He only waits for the right moment to strike. The guards laugh, unaware that Shivaji Maharaj has already begun planning his escape. His eyes scan the room, observing every detail. He knows that brute force won't work this time. Only intelligence and deception will set him free. This part will be thrilling, full of suspense, and show Shivaji's intelligence, strategy, and bravery. His trusted companion, Bahirji Naik, a master spy, sneaks in to discuss the plan. For weeks, Shivaji pretends to fall sick. His once strong posture now appears weak. His appetite reduces, his movements slow. The Mughal guards begin to believe that his spirit is broken. But behind closed doors, a brilliant plan is unfolding. Shivaji's loyal aides. Outside the prison, Shivaji's secret messengers are in action. They spread rumors that Shivaji has accepted his fate and will soon surrender to Aurangzeb's rule. The Mughals relax their security, believing that the Maratha king is no longer a threat. Bahirji, whispering, Maharaj, everything is set. The fruit baskets will be our key to freedom. The sweet trick. Under the pretense of religious rituals, Shivaji starts sending large baskets of sweets and gifts to the Mughal courtiers and Brahmins. The guards inspect them daily, at first carefully, but over time they become careless, trusting the routine. One fateful night, as the sun sets behind the walls of Agra, 2 large baskets are prepared. But this time, inside them are not sweets, but Shivaji Maharaj. Shivaji nods, a smile forming. He glances at the massive walls of Agra fort, daunting but not impossible to cross. That night, disguised as a traitor, Shivaji hides inside a large fruit basket. Then, the moment arrives. The baskets are carried out by Shivaji's trusted men, who maintain their calm, walking past the unsuspecting Mughal guards. The tension rises as one guard stops them. Suspicious guard, frowning. Wait, these baskets look heavier today. Open them. A sudden silence. The escape hangs by a thread. But before disaster strikes, one of Shivaji's men speaks. Shivaji's man Bahirji, laughing, "O mighty soldier, you must be hungry. Here, take a sweet for yourself." Bahirji distracts the guard by dropping a basket of mangoes. He hands the guard a large, rich, sweet mangoes. The scent of saffron and almonds fills the air. The greedy guard smirks and takes a bite, distracted by the delicious treat. The guards rush to pick them up. The baskets move forward. And Shivaji Maharaj escapes into the night. The guards rush to pick them up, laughing at Bahirji's clumsiness. Seizing the moment, the Marathas quickly pass through the gate. Outside, a magnificent black stallion, Krishna, awaits. Shivaji mounts his horse, his eyes gleaming with determination.
Outside the walls of Agra, swift Maratha horses wait in the shadows. As soon as Shivaji emerges, his men rush forward, bowing with respect. Maratha warrior in awe, Maharaj, you have done the impossible. Shivaji, mounting his horse Krishna, looking back at Agra one last time. A king's strength is not in chains, but in his courage. Now let us ride for Swarajya. As the first light of dawn breaks, Shivaji Maharaj disappears into the horizon, leaving behind a story of bravery, intelligence, and unbreakable spirit. The legend of his great escape from Aurangzeb's grasp will be told for centuries as they ride. The Mughal guards finally realize the trick. Chaos erupts. Soldiers run after Shivaji, but Krishna, swift as the wind, speeds ahead. Arrows fly. Outside the walls of Agra, swift Maratha horses wait in the shadows. As soon as Shivaji emerges, his men rush forward, bowing with respect. Maratha warrior in awe, Maharaj, you have done the impossible. Shivaji, mounting his horse Krishna, looking back at Agra one last time. A king's strength is not in chains, but in his courage. Now let us ride for Swarajya. As the first light of dawn breaks, Shivaji Maharaj disappears into the horizon, leaving behind a story of bravery, intelligence, and unbreakable spirit. The legend of his great escape from Aurangzeb's grasp will be told for centuries as they ride. The Mughal guards finally realize the trick. Chaos erupts. Soldiers run after Shivaji, but Krishna, swift as the wind, speeds ahead. Arrows fly, swords clang, but the Marathas are unshaken. Shivaji, laughing at their failed attempts, shouts back, Shivaji, mocking the Mughals, maybe you should train your soldiers to chase shadows. Catch me if you can. One foolish Mughal soldier tries to block the path, but Krishna leaps high over him, leaving him stunned on the ground. Bahirji, riding behind, bursts into laughter. Bahirji Maharaj, they seem more interested in catching mangoes than catching us. The soldiers laugh as they disappear into the darkness. The Mughals, exhausted and humiliated, give up the chase. Shivaji and his men ride into the safety of the Sahyadri Mountains, victorious. Swords clang, but the Marathas are unshaken. Shivaji, laughing at their failed attempts, shouts back, Shivaji, mocking the Mughals, maybe you should train your soldiers to chase shadows. Catch me if you can. One foolish Mughal soldier tries to block the path, but Krishna leaps high over him, leaving him stunned on the ground. Bahirji, riding behind, bursts into laughter. Bahirji Maharaj, they seem more interested in catching mangoes than catching us. The soldiers laugh as they disappear into the darkness. The Mughals, exhausted and humiliated, give up the chase. Shivaji and his men ride into the safety of the Sahyadri Mountains, victorious. Maratha warrior in awe, looking at the mighty horse, Maharaj Krishna has been restless, as if he knew you were returning. Shivaji smiling, running a hand over Krishna's mane. A true warrior does not need words, his heart knows his master's call. Krishna snorts, as if understanding. This is no ordinary horse. It is as fearless as the warrior he carries. The legend of Krishna, a horse of unmatched wisdom and bravery. Chetak was not just a horse. He was a symbol of loyalty, intelligence, and speed. Born and trained in the rugged terrains of the Sahyadri Mountains, he could sense danger before it arrived. He had carried Shivaji through countless battles, escaping the sharp swords of enemies and the arrows of the Mughal army. His speed was unmatched, and his instincts were sharper than any soldier's. Many times, when Shivaji was surrounded by enemies, it was Krishna who led him to safety, galloping through dense forests and steep cliffs where no enemy dared to follow. The escape begins. Shivaji mounts Krishna, gripping the reins tightly. The loyal horse rears up on his hind legs, letting out a powerful neigh as if declaring that his king is free. The Maratha warriors cheer as the air fills with the sound of thundering hooves. Shivaji, looking back at Agra one last time, his voice filled with power. A king's strength is not in chains, but in his courage. Now let us ride for Swarajya. Krishna dashes forward, his hooves barely touching the ground, carrying Shivaji Maharaj towards freedom. As the first light of dawn breaks, Shivaji and his men vanish into the horizon, leaving behind a story of intelligence, bravery, and unwavering spirit. The aftermath of Shivaji's escape. Inside the Mughal court, Aurangzeb is sitting confidently, expecting the news of Shivaji's execution. His ministers, generals, and spies stand before him. Mughal spy, nervously, voice trembling, "Jahapana, there is some unexpected news." Aurangzeb smirks. Ah, finally. Has Shivaji begged for mercy? Did he weep like a helpless man? Mughal spy, almost whispering, "Nohai, Badshah Shivaji, he is gone." Aurangzeb laughing, "Gone? Haha, of course, he has gone to the afterlife. My chains were stronger than his courage." Mughal spy, shaking his head in fear, "No, Badshah, I mean he escaped." Aurangzeb, suddenly silent, his smile disappears. "What?" Minister, muttering under his breath, "A mere prisoner has fooled the great Mughal Empire. Ye kaya ho raha hai. Ek admi Mughal samrajya ko alubuna diya." What is happening? One man fooled the entire Mughal Empire. Aurangzeb's face darkens, and the court falls into an awkward silence. Aurangzeb roars, "I am Possible. I had placed my best guards on him." Mughal spy, hesitant, rubbing his forehead, "Badshah, wo to guards commit. I kill a Karchalagaya." Badshah, he fed sweets to the guards and walked out. Aurangzeb stunned, eyes twitching, "Mithi." Minister, suppressing laughter, "Han, Badshah ekdin pale high toe un, Hiraj Kili, and knit, I bet you thigh." Yes, Badshah, just a day before, he sent sweets for their Ramzan fasting. Aurangzeb, muttering, completely embarrassed, "Ye admi lade si zayada demog sijit raha hai." This man wins more with intelligence than war. Aurangzeb, shouting angrily, "Mir Josus kahan hai, where are my spies?" Spy, slowly raising his hand, whispering, "Woe by mit I kakar so gay they Badshah." They also ate the sweets and fell asleep. Badshah. The entire court struggles to hold back their laughter. Some ministers even look away, pretending to cough. Aurangzeb, clutching his forehead, shaking in anger, Shivaji Tamni Mughal Samrajya ka mazak bana diya. Shivaji, you have made a joke of the Mughal Empire. Aurangzeb gritting his teeth, he must have run for his life like a coward. Mughal general hesitant, holding out a note. Abadja, wo ekchit, they ch had gay. Abadja, he left a letter. Aurangzeb grabs the letter, reads it aloud. Jahapana agar ak Mughal jasus mitai or neen ch, hadkarsach toshe, admain yahan nahoda, parchinta mat kijiaga, main for opko yad dalanga yung ki maiden main. Jahapana, if your Mughal spies focused less on sweets and sleep, I might not have escaped. But don't worry, I will remind you again on the battlefield. Aurangzeb screams in frustration. Shivaji. The court erupts in whispers. Shivaji didn't just escape, left behind a joke that will haunt Aurangzeb forever. The triumphant return of Shivaji, a dark forest. The sounds of galloping horses echo through the night. Shivaji, now free from the Mughal chains, rides like the wind, his heart pounding with a single thought, Swarajya. Beside him rides his loyal steed, Krishna, a symbol of wisdom and courage. Shivaji patting Krishna's neck. Krishna dost agar tu nahoda, toshe, adye azadi by nahodi. Krishna, my friend, if not for you, this freedom wouldn't have been possible. Krishna snorts, as if understanding his master's words. The moonlight reflects on his shining coat, and his eyes glow with fierce loyalty. Baji Prabhu riding beside him, smiling. Maharaj, ye surf Godana, aye to Swarajya ka eksanapati hai. Maharaj, this is not just a horse, he is a commander of Swarajya. Shivaji, laughing, tabto iskli, ek alag salmon hona chahiye, then he deserves a special honor. Krishna neighs proudly, galloping even faster as if he understood his master's words. The Mughals are after him. Suddenly, behind them Mughal soldiers appear. Their torches glow like fireflies in the night, and their swords shine under the moon. Mughal general shouting. Shivaji Bhag Nahai Sakta, Zindi Murderpakto use. Shivaji cannot escape. Dead or alive capture him. Shivaji calmly looking at Baji Prabhu. Baji Kayate. Your ho. Baji, are you ready? Baji Prabhu smirking, drawing his sword. Maharaj Swarajya Kili. Aprambe Hazir Hai. Maharaj, for Swarajya, even my life is ready. The Mughals close in. Shivaji turns to Krishna. Shivaji whispering to Krishna. Dost ye teri sabs badi pariksha hai tayar. Friend, this is your biggest test run. Krishna neighs loudly and takes off like a streak of lightning. The wind howls, the trees blur, and the Mughal soldiers struggle to keep up. The grand return Shivaji Raj's triumph, a golden sunrise over the Sahyadri mountains. The roads to Raigad are filled with people waiting eagerly. A distant thundering of hoofs echoes in the valley, and then there he is. See Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj riding his mighty horse Chatak, with Bahiaji Naik and his loyal warriors beside him. The crowd erupts in cheers, drums beating, conch shells blowing. The entire land of Swarajya trembles with one mighty roar, crowd chanting, eyes filled with tears of joy. Shivaji Maharaj Kai Jai, Jai Bhavani, Jai Shivaji. Inside the royal court of Raigad, Rani Sabai and his mother Jijabai wait inside, eyes filled with emotion. As Shivaji steps inside, his mother holds his face lovingly, eyes moist. Jijabai softly with deep pride. My son, you left as a warrior, you return as a legend. Shivaji touching her feet, voice full of love. A mother's blessing is a warrior's true shield, Ali. Soon fireworks light up the sky, the people dance with joy. The dol tasha beats grow louder, and in the middle of the grand celebration, Shivaji raises his sword high. Shivaji, thundering voice, Swarajya was never just a dream. It is our right, and no empire, no chains, no tyranny will ever take it from us again. From this day, Swarajya shall rise greater, stronger, UNBRE, AKABLE. The entire kingdom roars in agreement. The sound of victory and freedom fills the skies. The strategic masterstroke building Swarajya stronger. After his miraculous escape from Agra, Shivaji Maharaj wastes no time. He knows the Mughals will seek revenge, so he must act swiftly. Location: a secret council in the Sahyadri hills, a hidden cave deep in the mountains.
Like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?